Feels like only yesterday or a couple of months ago.
Ready to lose. No swagger, no design. Anxious thoughts stick in your mind. You're just a lost puppy set facing the crowd. Your head kinda hurts because the song's too loud. Looking for direction or at least a sign on how to get home in
Okay,
record time.
well.
Pretty girl with an ugly smirk. You convince yourself that it's one of my quirks again. Too high, puke in your shoes.
Hello friends, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is Monday and it's about 10 o'clock. I have just wrapped up my vlog for last week, which included Comic Con Sunday. I have only just got back today, which is why there was no video today, but the vlog should be up Wednesday, the 1st of June. However, I'm coming in to let you know straight off the bat that I finally finished Swordsman's Lament. I've been waiting to finish this for ages, but I did start tabbing this, but then I stopped. But really good, 4 stars. I am excited for continuing with J.M. White's writing. We'll see what happens. There's a prequel novella and a sequel. I don't know when if the sequel's already out, but I will be reading that whenever that does come out. I am still in the middle Before They Are Hanged, and I am still only a chapter into Hunger of the Gods, so I am way behind. I need to double check as well to see what books I have read that complete the prompts for Royal Readathon. I don't know. I think I've read all the books I planned on reading for that. I don't know. But I do still have tomorrow and Wednesday to read the books if I have missed any. So that's fine. I do want to finish Before They Are Hanged, so I'll curl up on the sofa with a blanket and listen to some more Before They Are Hanged, and hopefully get to finish that tonight maybe. Only got a couple of hours left. We'll see how I feel like tiredness wise, but I did sleep on the coach. But I'm in a lot of pain because yesterday we did a lot of walking around, and I expected that's just normal because of the issues I have with my feet, but some lovely lady decided that in order to get to her coach she needed to overtake me and then not pay attention to where she was putting her suitcase while she was overtaking me and barging me out of the way, and she tripped me up and I went flying, which was very fun when you were already in a lot of pain to then fall over and smash in the floor and bash her over into the wall. So that was a fine, funky, fresh and fabulous time, I tell you. And she rushed to do this when her coach wasn't even boarding yet, so she could stand in a queue and then block the walkway for everyone. And then she looked at me like I was a piece of dirt on her shoe and like I'd done something wrong. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That, yeah. And then the coach was like a bit late setting off, which wasn't that bad, but then there was an issue with the M1, so it took the longer way home. And because he was late getting to the services to swap drivers, the driver had buggered off somewhere. We have no idea where he was, and then he ended up being like 20-25 minutes later on top of that. So I should have got in about 8:10. I didn't get home into the bus station until 9, and then luckily I don't live far from the bus station, so that was fine. I just tottered home, but my ankle, my knee and my shoulder are in a lot of pain. So thankfully my workmates are amazing, and my friend, colleague, supervisor, what you want to call her, has said that I can work from home tomorrow and I just need to rest the leg. So that's fun. I have iced my knee a bit and just lifted my ankle off the floor, and hopefully it's just going to be like no heavy lifting, not resting it too much. I still need to walk around so that it doesn't get stiff, but just taking it easy for tomorrow, seeing how I feel, and if I feel better then go work in the office on Wednesday, Thursday, but we'll see how my leg is. It's annoying. Anyway, I'm gonna head off and continue reading. The next book that I want to read is Red Squirrels of Magic. So that's one I want to get finished by the end of the month. So Before We Are Hanged and Red Squirrels of Magic are my next reads. Fun! I will see you later. Bye. Hello friends! It's Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? And it's the last day of May. So I'm gonna just give you a wrap up of what I've read so far this week. This vlog will continue to the end of the week. I'm not gonna stop it here. But I've made progress. I don't know what else I don't know if I told you that I finished Bookshops and Bone Dust in last week's vlog, but I have finished that. It wasn't on my TBR, but we're not surprised that I had to start that as soon as I got the arc of it. I have now started and finished Aurora Burning. And I agree with everything that everybody says about this book. How the hell, Mr. Kristoff, Sammy Kaufman, how do you have the audacity to leave it like this? I'm so glad that after next week, or is it the week after, I think it's next week, I can move on to book 3. Because it needs to happen. Absolutely. And then, I'm holding this up, but I've just finished Before They Are Hanged by Joe Abercrombie. And I'm not sure what I'm rating this, because it was really good, but there were some things in it that just sort of like came out of left field, and I'm not really sure what purpose they had to the plot and the overall story. But it's going to be no lower than a 4, maybe a 4.5, because with just a few niggly bits, I don't think I can give it a 5, because the vibes were there, and I was really enjoying it, and I still love Glockter. Like, I still love Glockter. I don't care what you say, we shouldn't really care for him, but we do. And there's a certain character called Giselle who, some things happen which means that he's sort of started to see the way that he was treating people wasn't right, and he's never going to be my favourite character, but I do love his character development in the book, and I'm hoping that it continues into book 3. We still have got very little idea as to how this is going to end. Normally, at the end of this kind of book, like in the book 2 in a series, I have some kind of theory on how it's going to end, even if the author hasn't hinted at what's going to happen. But I have some kind of theory of how it's going to end. But with this, I have absolutely no idea. Some things happened within this plot that came out of nowhere, but were a good thing. Like, Joe Abercrombie pulls no punches, I tell you that for nothing. But there were, I'm gonna be honest, the sex scenes in this were slightly uncomfy. I think there's a certain way you write a sex scene, and this isn't it. And just the way that the narrator narrated it as well, with the way that it was written, it just didn't fit well. And I didn't really see what the point of it was, but it was still really good. I'm still very intrigued as to how this trilogy is going to end. I know there is another trilogy that follows this, but I don't know if it follows the same characters or if it's totally different, but I do want to follow on with that series as well. I do need to pick up this one from the Waterstones, though, the next one in this series, which is the Argument of Kings. And then what I'm going to do is to try and get through and finish at least one more book for Royal Readathon. I'm going to start this tonight and hopefully get at least half of it finished. If I can get a chunk of this finished, then I will still count this as a May book. But if I can't, I won't. We'll see. And then I'm just going to quickly go over a couple of books that I received in the post. So both of these are Scribd books, and I came home from London, 2 of them on my doorstep. So this is No Heart for a Thief by James L. Doolin. I've had my eye on this boy for ages. And I had an ebook of it, but then when Scribd 9 came round, he entered his book into the competition, offered me a copy to review, and I was like, hell yes, I would love to. So there's that one. And then there's this one by Mitchell Faywood, I think that's how I pronounce it. This is Gamble of Gods. Love the cover. And it's a hardback. And underneath is more dragons. I'm super excited to dive into this one as well. So these 2 can go onto my physical TBR pile for Scribd 9. I think I've still got 1 more to come in physical form, and then the rest I've got on ebook. But that's it. I'm gonna chill out, make some food, just have a relaxing evening tonight, and maybe try and read a bit and see what we come up with, see what happens. I'm just really glad that I've got a couple more books down before the end of the month. So yeah. Hello guys, it's Friday. Today I am just going to quickly come in and update you. I finished work. Wow, you are very close. You are very, very close. I finished work. I am just going to get some things together. I'm going to try and get this edited and uploaded before I go to Ed's. Either this or I'll wrap up. Depends on what I can get done. But I just wanted to jump in and give you an update on my reading so far. So I am about halfway, maybe just past halfway into Vicious. So many thoughts. I expected to like it, but I didn't expect the conflict to be happening in my brain. I know that I do love a morally grey character, but Victor and Eli, at the moment, I'm not an Eli fan, but we are seeing a lot of things at the moment from Eli's perspective, and I've had a couple of bits, from Victor's perspective, and I have seen a couple of bits from Eli's perspective, and as it stands at the moment, still very much a Victor fan. And are any of them actually good? No, they're not. Not in any way, shape or form. What they've done is ridiculous. But yeah, it's very intriguing. I'm very excited to continue, and I'm just loving the fact that I still love Schwab. And once again, it's a very different feel to the other books of theirs that I've read. I don't know how they do it, but they're doing it, and it's fine, funky, fresh and fabulous. And I did get a couple of books in the post. One of them is a Thickums. Look at the flop, and look at the size of the writing. This is A Tome of Harren by Damien Francis. This came all the way from Australia, so he sent it a while ago, but it's only just got here. And I opened this and I didn't even look. I don't know what this accent is right now. It says, wherever there is darkness, know that there is also light. You just have to look around. Happy reading. He signed and dedicated it to me. I feel privileged that he sent this all the way from Australia. Ooh, we get a little bit of a map as well. We do love a good map. We have a contents page. Oh my god. Oh my god. But we're just gonna, I'll tell you what drew it to me. It's The Tome of Harren, powerful book made from magic with vast stores of knowledge that could shift the balance of war brewing at the edge of Narian's borders, and one young man will become the keeper for all to survive. So it's a book about books. Not only a book about books, but a book about a powerful magic book. So I was invested at that point anyway. I'm gonna read the rest of the blurbs. Yeah, I'll link it down below because I'm mean like that. And then I mentioned on Twitter yesterday that I had seen 2 people in the same day mention this book. And Tracy bought it for me. And she just put sorry not sorry on the note from Tracy. And this is Fake Dates and Mooncakes, and I have seen more than 2 people now mention this, and it's a sign that I needed to get it. So I'd put it on my wish list for me to buy, and then today during work, Amazon belled me, and I was like, she hasn't, has she? Because she did mention that she'd bought it for 2 other people. I think it was Gavin and Steph she bought it for, and I was like, she's done it, hasn't she? And she did. And I'm just, this is going to be the kind of thing that I have as like a palette cleanser between all of the fantasy I'll be reading, especially with Scribd 9 coming up. I'll need a lot of fantasy, I'll need a lot of palette cleansers like this. And that's all. I don't know what else I've read. I will probably try and update you when I'm back on Sunday or Monday, if I don't edit this vlog now. We'll see. I genuinely can't remember what I've read this week. I know I finished Bookshops and Bone. Finished Bookshops and Bone Dust. I finished Swordsman's Lament. This was another one that I finished. But I feel like, oh, I don't know why my stickers are in here. I don't know what else I've read, because I've had many books on the go. I did start Red Scrolls of Magic, and that is it. I do need to see if I can find, from the books that I've read, if they can fit the other prompts that Shadowgate was supposed to fit and the Red Scrolls of Magic was supposed to fit for Royal Readathon. If I can't, it means I didn't fully get through Royal Readathon, which is a bummer, because I read a lot of books in May, but we'll see. But we are now in June, and it is crazy that we're halfway through the year. I felt like only last month it was Christmas. It's going too fast. I don't like it. I don't like it, okay? But I'm probably going to end the vlog here. I'm going to try and edit this and get this up for Monday, she says. But you know what I'm like with my schedule. So last night I was supposed to read, but then I ended up realising that the video that I had to edit for today. So my partner just sat and read, and I edited the video that went up today. Although it should have gone up today, I think it did. And yeah, so I'm going to try and crack on, get some editing done before Ed comes to pick me up, and we'll see where we go. If you see this on Monday, you see it on Monday, yay. If you don't, you'll see it on Tuesday. You know what I'm like. If you do like me, you want to see more of me, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you are here and you want me to know you're here but you don't have anything to say, please leave a black heart, it's very much appreciated. Until next time, enjoy whatever you're reading or watching, and I'll see you all very soon.
You don't know what you're doing.